Hi, and good morning to all the forum viewers this morning. Have you taken your breakfast yet? No, no worries, because you can take your breakfast while listening to our forum today with an interesting topic, which is gossips at workplace. Obviously, I'm not alone here, and let me introduce all other panels. So here we have Professor Hazik, Miss Hanani. Yes, Professor Hazik, Miss Hanani Datin Auni, Puan Ashikin, and Enche Amir, the last one to discuss about this topic together. So, well, before we really starting the discussion, maybe some of the viewers are curious because maybe instead of using the gossip terms, it's more to a conversation. And then how do we differ it? Like, oh, come on, I'm just asking my colleagues how's their day, how activities for the day, and else. So, is gossip is a good or a bad thing at workplace? Hence, to break the confusion, we're going to let Professor Hazik to briefly explain about gossip first. Please, Professor.
So hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to everyone, and especially to my other moderator. So the first thing first, what I need to tell you guys is it's all about gossip in the workplace. So workplace gossip is an unavoidable part of working in any organization, and it is almost unavoidable as a result of colleagues meeting and interacting on a regular basis. Gossip has a negative reputation, and however, it is not always a bad thing. Um, Elena, a gossip researcher, discovered that gossip serves a purpose. According to evolutionary theory, humans developed gossip in order to facilitate group cooperation. And she explained, employee interaction can indicate an open and welcoming workplace. When negative gossip is spread through exchanges, an organization can quickly develop a toxic work environment. And when colleagues get together to talk, it's not always clear what they are talking about. On the one hand, it could be ideal conversation or catching up on weekend activities. This makes it difficult to determine when employees engage in workplace gossip. While it may be difficult to detect, it is sometimes possible to detect gossip by observing the following behaviors.
Ah, so basically, it depends on the situation itself, and we can see it from the behaviors. So, Datin Auni, as you are the founder of a company, as this is a big and a popular topic nowadays to be related in the workplace, what is actually the core of factors or causes gossiping to be happened in the workplace?
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Dian. Okay, gossip in the workplace can be a significant problem for organization as it can lead to decreased morale, increased conflict, and decreased productivity. There are several factors that can contribute to the spread of gossip in the workplace. So first, for me, is a lack of a clear communication, where there is a lack of a clear communication from management or leadership. Employee may fill in the gaps with their own assumption and rumors. Second is boredom. Employees who are not challenged or engaged in their work may turn to gossip as a way to pass the time. Third is a lack of trust. When employees do not trust each other or management, they may feel need to engage in a gossip to protect themselves or gain an advantage. Fourth is a fear of exclusion. May feel the need to participate in a gossip to avoid being excluded from a social circle or to gain acceptance from their peers. And the last one is a power dynamic. Gossip can be used as a tool to gain a power or influence within an organization, particular if it is a direct or someone in a position of authority. So, for my conclusion, gossip in the workplace can be detrimental to both individual and the overall company culture. It can create a toxic environment, damage relationship, and negatively impact productivity. It is important for individual to avoid participating in a gossip and instead focus on a constructive communication and a building positive relationship with their colleagues. Employees should also take steps to address gossip and promote a culture of respect, professionalism, professionalism and open communication. So that's all for me.
So I guess it is happening in your company, right, Datin? Datin?
Sorry.
So do the factors really happening to inside your company? Am I right?
Yes.
So basically, gossiping can be good, can be described in a good way and a bad way. In a good way, I think it's more like a discussion if it in a good way. But if on the bad way side, it's called gossiping because, again, what Datin only just said just now is like they're just wasting their time. They're just burning their time. We're just talking and gossiping and all that, but it will lead to a negative way to the others and maybe to a group of people. And I wonder if there is such report cases about gossiping at a workplace that is actually affecting someone in real life. And Puan Ashikin, are there actually any real life cases with our topic today?
So actually yes, and I will discuss some real life cases that have been reported. So this incident occurred this year on January when a VPD officer killed herself out of concern that the rumor mill would cost her employment. According to VPD Corey Batch, a friend and mentor of a Vancouver police officer, Nicole Chen, feared the effect the department gossip grapevine would have on her reputation and job. Best said that this during a Monday coroner hearing. According to the preliminary testimony present at the inquiry, she felt pressured into having sex by a senior officer. And after that, she was experiencing worsening mental health problem as a result of reporting both of them. Besh testified before a Burnaby Colonel panel that he spoke with Chen the day before she committed suicide and that he still harbour remorse for her passing. I still hold myself responsibility for not recognize it in her speech or otherwise missing it. That's what I mean by guilt. Say bench after the inquiry to quote. After that, Chen mentioned Van Patten in a report she made in 2017 about what had occurred to her as a result. She was placed on stress leave. Ben's testimony stated that Chan informed him it would be impossible for her to return to work if Van Patten kept his position. After that, a police act investigation that was later ordered by the Office of the Police Complaint Commissioner revealed that Van Patten had participated in 4 counts of disgraceful behavior. He continually denied all charges and was never the subject of legal action. Van Patten was ultimately let go as a result of Chan's death. Uh, that's all from the cases that I found.
I see. All right, thank you, Puan. So basically, bad mouthing and bad gossiping could lead someone to get mental illness like depression, feeling pressure all the time, and even could lead to suicide. And to avoid this, and I'm surely and confident that this gossiping thing, not in just a workplace but everywhere, can be avoided in the future. Maybe you can change the habit of gossiping to something else, or to be more mature and professional at your own workplace, because maybe as a corporate officer, a public relation officer, and all that other officers, you have to get professionalism while working, right? So, Miss Hanani, as a lecturer in University Polytech, Malaysia. Do you have any recommendation regarding on this?
All right, thank you, Mr. Moderator. So, I believe that gossip can be damaging to workplace relationships and productivity. So, here are some recommendations from me to avoid the spread of gossip in this workplace. So, the first one is to address the issue directly. Um, for example, like if you hear someone spreading the gossip, talk to them directly and respectfully about the impact it can have on others and the workplace. And we also encourage them to stop spreading rumors and to address any issues directly with the person involved. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one is to encourage open communication, where we encourage open and honest communication in the workplace. People can feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and opinions without fear of being judged or gossiped about, right? And thirdly, we can promote a positive culture in the workplace. For example, we promote a culture of respect and appreciation where employees feel valued and appreciated. Okay, we as a manager, we can appreciate by reward the employees, right? So by create a positive workplace culture, we can avoid the gossiping in the workplace. The fourth one, we can foster team building activities. So I believe that in the workplace, foster team building activities that encourage collaboration, teamwork, and positive interactions among employees can help break down the barriers and create a more positive workplace environment. And lastly, I can give to everyone here that we can train the employees, where we provide training to employees on the negative effects of gossip and how to communicate effectively and respectfully in the workplace. This can include training on active listening, conflict resolution, and effective communication skills. Okay, so here, combating the spread of gossip requires a collective report from everyone in the workplace. So I believe that everyone's effort is important to avoid this
Exactly.
spread of gossip by creating a positive and respectful workplace culture and promoting open communication. Um, by this kind of thing, I believe that we can help prevent the gossip and build a more productive and harmonious work environment. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hmm. So yes, that's a good explanation and recommendation as a lecturer, right? How many years have you been a lecturer, Miss Anani?
A lot. Many.
Okay. So we have listened all this explanation. Sorry.
Okay.
We have listened all the explanation and all the recommendations made by the panels. So we wanted to hear it from Anchi Amil itself as a government servant. What is your opinion about this, and how do you relate this with your working situation as a government servant?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So, the first of many, gossip at the workplace refers to the act of discussing personal or private information about colleagues, superior, and other individuals in the workplace, often without their consent or knowledge. This can include sharing rumors, spreading false information, and discussing personal matters that are not relevant to work-related issue. Gossip at the workplace can have both positive and negative effects. On the one
Mhm.
hand, it can serve as a means of social bonding, creating a sense of community and camaraderie among employees. It can also be a way to exchange information about work-related matters, such as job openings, promotion, or change in company policies. And on the other hand, gossip can also be harmful and lead to negative consequences. It can create a toxic work environment, fuel conflict between employees and damage workplace relationship. It can also lead to the spread of false and inaccurate information, which can harm individuals or the company as a whole. Therefore, it is important for employers to establish clear guidelines and policies regarding gossip in the workplace. They can encourage positive social interaction and discourage negative gossip through effective communication and training programs. Employees should also be aware of the potential negative effects of gossip and make an effort to avoid engaging in harmful behavior. Ultimately, a respectful and positive workplace culture can lead to increased productivity, job satisfaction, and overall success for both individuals and the company. Right, that's all from me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Basically, it's the same as factors that explained by Datinauni just now, and I think yes, gossips can be good and can be bad, but sometimes we always we always think as gossiping is in a very bad way, like talking about someone and talking nonsense and just wasting their time. And that's it, guys. We have discussed about this gossip issue at workplace. Well, we can say gossips are very, very cheap, useless information on everything, and we kind of actually wasting the time given to us to gossip is just not worth it. I mean, while we're working, we are actually, for me, we're actually holding and using our own dignity of ourselves to the others, coworker or people, and then it will be reflecting our inner self and actually might spreading hate to ourselves by it. But we as a human being, we cannot let ourselves slip from hearing exciting, spicy news about others. But as long as it is avoidable, try to avoid it. Try to avoid it, guys. So that's all from us. On topic of gossips at workplace. Thank you, Enchi. Thank you to all the panels, Enchi Amel Firdaus, Datin Auni, Miss Nurhanani, Ponor Ashkin, and Professor Hazik for today. And thank you so much, and we'll see you another day for another forum. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.